What up, Dokkanners? I am going to be going over what I think is the optimal way to get the absolute most out of this current Pettan Battle Dragon Ball 40th Anniversary series. Now, most of you probably don't like Pettan Battle, which is fine because I hate it too. It is a stupid mode, but this is a very interesting time because we have never had something like this before, where the drop rates are so generous and the amount that you can receive and store is so insane that this will make all future Pettan celebrations, but Pettan Battle seasons easier. And also, more importantly, you can stockpile on those Baba sticker cards, which will allow you to not only get 5 stones per season, but you can also use this to buy some keys. You can use this to buy some link skill orbs. Just having more of these Pettan or these Baba sticker cards for future seasons will just help you in general. So this is the one time where I think people should care about this, because if you put the time and effort to do this, you will be thanking yourself so much for every future Pettan Battle season until they hopefully get rid of the stupid mode. But until then, let's just go over it. So I'm going to start by discussing the optimal strat. Then I will break it down and explain things further. Just know this is not a perfect science. This mode has a lot of things that are involved in it. Like in my previous video, some of you might recall, I talked about something like correlation. Yes, correlation matters. When you are trying to get a card in a new set, if you are using cards that have high correlation, it does improve the chances of you getting one of those newer cards in the new set. That's not what we're going to be doing here, because these Dragon Ball 40th Anniversary cards are set characters. So if you're, fighting something from Dragon Ball Super and you use a Dragon Ball card from the 40th Anniversary, there's no correlation whatsoever, right? That's not what we're prioritizing. What we're prioritizing is stockpiling as many of these cards that you get as possible, because unlike other series where there's only 2 platinums or 2 legendaries, or what do we call it? I don't know what we call these. Whatever this is, we have 2 of those. We get 5, 6, 7, 8 golds, and then the rest are silvers and bronze, right? But in this one, every single one is equally, I guess, rare. So what we care about is just getting all of these to like 100 copies each. So that way, when you go into future Pettan Battle fights, you can just throw those in there. You don't have to waste any of your other cards. So let me go ahead and just redeem all these right now, and let me show you guys what the absolute best strategy is to do. This is what I've been doing right now, actually, and it has been working very nicely. So got all these. Okay, so here's how you do it. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can pull up my notepad and show you guys. I was taking some notes. Okay, so the strat is right here. Optimal strat. Use 3 cards on Super. Okay, make sure you use type advantage. So physical, and physical. I'm trying to use cards that I have the most amounts of. Okay, the timer says 1 hour. Bet. Now we move on to the Z hard one. So use 2 cards on Z hard and hard. Okay, so basically you want to be using enough cards to bring the health bar all the way down to one bar. So I'm gonna go for type advantage. I think I have the fewest amount of ints, so I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Goes down to 1 hour. Okay, next we have hard. So we're gonna pick 2 AGLs and we're gonna bring the health bar all the way down to 1. So let's do that. Bam. Okay, and now we go down to the normal fights. The left normal is harder than the right one. There's more health on the left one, so we have to use 1 card for both normal fights. So this guy is int, so we'll use a physical. I have a ton of physicals, so I'm gonna use that. Bam. 48 minutes. And then let me also just say, since we're trying to get all of these to 1 hour or below, you don't necessarily have to use type advantage for the normal ones for this strat. But here, let's just go ahead and let's do this just to prove. So here I did not use type advantage. I used normal, and I am I haven't seen this before. Vegeta's fighting a van, but the counter is still at 1 hour. Okay, so we have finished all the fights. It is now 1 hour wait time. After 1 hour, we are going to be getting rewards. But up until this point, what we've done is we've spent 3 on this, 2 on this, 2 on this, 1 on this, 1 on this. So that means that we've spent 9 total cards in 1 hour. So after 1 hour is up, I did some experiments to see what the rewards are like. And it's not concrete. It is random. So let me go over those results with you. Let me just scroll up a little bit. All right, so here we go. So when I used, I originally was doing this with 2 cards on Super, and it caused the wait time to balloon up. because that one is the hardest fight because it has the most amount of health. So ideally you'd be using a lot of cards for it. So with 2 of these Dragon Ball 40th Anniversary cards, the wait time ballooned up to 3 hours and 20 minutes or 2 hours and 40, depending on who the enemy is. So that's why I recommend you go 3 so that you can hit an hour. But these are all of the potential wait times that I came across. Here are the results. Full super effective results. With super, I got 5 cards back. I got 8 Baba stickers. For Z Hard, I got 4 cards back, 6 Baba stickers. You're already seeing the results. You're already seeing the net positive. We put in 3, we got back 5. We put in 2, we got back 4. But then on top of that, we get this for nothing. We're not spending any Baba stickers to make Baba stickers. So I got 8 for super, 6 for Z Hard. For hard mode, I got 3 cards back. I got 4 Baba stickers. For the normal left, I got 3 cards back, 2 Baba stickers. For the normal right, I got 1 card back and 2 Baba stickers. Now, I tried other combinations in doing this strategy. So in the 2 cards that I would use on Z Hard, I tried both as super effective. I tried both as ineffective. And if you can see here, the results are essentially the same. I still got 4 cards. I got a little bit less Baba stickers. That could just be random because then I used a super effective and an ineffective. I got 3 cards and I got 5 Baba stickers. So somehow the Baba sticker output was higher on this, but the cards that we got back were fewer. So I don't think that this is entirely a perfect science. I think there is an element of RNG here, but in a nutshell, using 2 cards or 3 at least is going to be the best way to do this, to just get all of this stuff back. No matter what you do, this is what my optimal strat is down here. 3 cards on super, 2 cards on hard Z Hard, 1 card on normal. All cards you use should be type advantage to ensure faster time. Whether or not you care about type advantage, the more important factor is that the timing. It will make the fight go faster if you do it this way. Every 60 minutes, you will be spending 6 cards. 6 cards. That is not right. I did not add that right. Hang on. All right, fixed it. So every 60 minutes, you will be spending 9 cards if you do my strat. Every 60 minutes, you will be earning 16 cards and 22 Baba stickers. Again, this can vary, so just around that approximation. So that is approximately a 78% net positive. So you are getting a tremendous amount of profit from this transaction every 60 minutes. In a 24-hour time span, let's just say you do this 12 times, which is half the day. I don't expect most people to be this dedicated, but I'm just giving it for instance. So if you do it like that, after 10 days, you will have spent about 1,000 of these cards, but you will have earned back almost double, 1920 versus 1080, and you will earn over 2,600 Baba stickers. So the point of this is the more you do this and the more volume you're able to do this, meaning the faster the fights and the more frequency that you do this, the more you can get out of it. And again, the point of doing this is that you can not only stockpile all of those battle cards, but then you can go here into the Baba shop and then you can use the Baba stickers to buy your Dragon Stones if you want. I would honestly recommend you just buy these, because the more of these you buy and stockpile, the more of an easier time you will have on that many more Pettans. It might get to the point where you have so many, you probably might never ever have to use these, but that's ultimately the point. You're gonna have so many of these that you will never find yourself struggling to clear battles in Pettan. Again, correlation aside, you will still have a virtually unlimited amount of these 10,000 power cards, but you will have flexibilities to spend on other things. I have been on a journey to end my link leveling spree. I don't want to link level anymore because I'm tired of it, and I'm almost done. I have 1 team left, so I might buy a couple of these just to start getting these ready for future characters. Anytime I pull them, I can just use these orbs, so I never have to actually link level. Or I can buy some Kais, or I can buy some keys. These blue keys you can use to access the Guru growth stage. Every day you can do it once per day if you have at least 6, 12, something like that for these blue keys. So your options basically are expanded. This is the perfect time to exploit. That's right, exploit this current Pettan Battle series. Given how stupid this mode is and given how difficult it is to stockpile these Baba sticker cards to begin with, this is the time to just basically strike and get as much as you can out of it. I think if you do, you will definitely feel the results and you will be very thankful. Now, 1 hour might be too much. That's too ridiculous. That's too high maintenance, right? Because you have to check back into the game every 1 hour, which I totally understand. You can basically take this concept and you can broaden it out a little bit. So remember when I said the optimal way to do this is to bring everyone's health bar down to 1? You don't necessarily have to. I don't know what the perfect cutoff is for each battle, but in my experience, the higher the stakes, meaning the tougher the fight. So if you're doing like a super fight or a Z hard fight, you don't want to bring enough characters just to chip off 1 bar of health or maybe 2, because while that will eventually resolve, and it will probably take like 17-18 hours to resolve, you could lose it. In my experience, if you want to ensure that you always win, you want to at least take off half of the bar of health. So like on a super fight, this guy's health bar would be somewhere around like up here. So when you're stockpiling cards in that battle set and you're trying to fight him, you're going to slowly be chipping away at his health. If you bring it down from here to here, I think that's like a guaranteed success. So what I'm trying to say is, since we're using only 10,000 power cards, there's not going to be much of that here except for the super fight. In the super fight, if you only use 2 cards as opposed to 3, instead of bringing his bar all the way down to 1, it's going to bring it down to like 3 or 4. If you do that, the fight will take approximately 3 hours and 20 minutes, between 3 hours 20 minutes and 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's if you go super effective. If you go all ineffective, it'll go up to 5 hours and 28 minutes. That's what I've seen. So think of it this way. Basically, you want to come back and check back in on your Pettan Battle cards whenever your super battle is done, because chances are when super battle is done, everything else will also be done. So we can change this strategy to, instead of doing this every 60 minutes, you can do it every 5 hours. Even if you do it every 5 hours and you do it maybe twice a day, you're still getting a net positive out of it. In fact, your net positive is higher because you're spending less cards. You're spending in total 8 cards as opposed to 9, but you're still going to be basically getting the same amount of results. So hopefully this concept makes sense to you, and so that you guys can take advantage of this. This has been around now for about 3 to 4 days, and like I showed you guys, I've gained about 400 plus Baba stickers out of it, but I'm going crazy. You don't have to do that. With 10 days left, that's 24 hours, 10 days, that's 240 hours. Let's just generalize it. Let's just say you're going to use half. Let's just say you're going to use a third of that. So 80 hours. In 80 hours, if you're doing this every 5 hours, then you're getting 16 full sets of this whole thing. Even that's worth it. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Hopefully this makes you guys more aware of the crazy advantage that we're getting from this. I know that somebody once said, just imagine if these cards are completely useless after the end of this Pettan. Let's just say, worst case scenario, Dokkan does something devious and does something crazy like that, right? Where none of these battle cards matter. Even if that happens, you still have a net positive with all of these Baba sticker cards, because you will still be able to save these through each Pettan season. You can buy those 5 stones if you really want. I don't personally do that because I'm a whale, but hey, 5 stones is 5 stones. That's a single. And y'all know you can get some crazy stuff with singles. I've seen some of y'all summons. You can get some Link skill orbs. You can get some Kais. You can get some crazy Link level boosted runs on that Guru event with these keys right here. This one I actually find is a pretty useful investment. It's 120 to buy all 20 of these, but I think it's worth it. Let me actually just see, how much does it cost? Pretty sure it costs 12 or 13. It costs 12. I have 6, so it's still worth it. Hopefully this helped you out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below in the comments your thoughts on stupid Pettan. If you actually like this mode, I want to hear from you. The collection part is cool. Okay, I know. And like, you know, being able to see the chibi versions of the characters, that's cool. But the premise, the concept of this mode, and the imperfect science of the stupid mode is what I hate the most. The RNG behind it. But let me know. Do you guys like it? Do you not like it? Have you been doing something similar to this? And how much have you gained out of it? Are you now going to be implementing this more optimal strat? Let me know what your plans are for the stupid mode. You got 10 days left. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future. And click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned. And remember to Dokkan responsibly.